The truth will shock you, not because it is loud, but because it has been quiet right in front of you. You thought truth arrives like thunder, breaking skies, shaking ground, but real truth whispers and waits for readiness. The truth will shock you because it doesn't change overnight, it reveals itself slowly. As you change internally, what you called confusion was actually resistance. What you called delay was preparation. You were never lost. You were being redirected away from what looked good toward what was right. The truth will shock you because not everyone around you is meant to go forward with you. Some were only meant to meet you. Temporary people teach permanent lessons. Even pain has instruction. Even loss carries wisdom. If you listen instead of blame, the truth will shock you because your biggest battles were never with others. They were within, with fear disguised as logic, with comfort pretending to be safety, with habits wearing the mask of loyalty, with excuses dressed as reasons. You didn't fail from lack of ability. You paused from lack of belief, and belief isn't given, it's built through action. The truth will shock you because effort works quietly, while excuses make noise, and noise often feels convincing. You waited for motivation, but discipline was waiting for you. You waited for confidence, but competence comes first. The truth will shock you because nobody is coming to save you, and that's not cruel. That's empowering. Once you realize responsibility is yours, you stop begging for permission. You stop waiting for approval. You start building. The truth will shock you because success doesn't require permission. It requires consistency, even when nobody claps. You underestimated small steps because they don't feel dramatic, but they compound silently until results speak for you. The truth will shock you because you already know what to do. You just avoid doing it because change demands discomfort. Comfort keeps you familiar, but familiarity doesn't mean growth. Sometimes it means stagnation, disguised as stability. The truth will shock you because healing isn't about forgetting, it's about remembering without bleeding, it's about strength without bitterness. You don't move on by erasing memories, you move on by learning from them. Pain that taught you something was never wasted. The truth will shock you because closure doesn't come from others. It comes from understanding why you deserved better. You waited for apologies that never arrived. But peace arrived the moment you stopped waiting. The truth will shock you because silence is not emptiness, it is space, and space allows clarity. In silence, you meet yourself without distractions, without masks, without lies. The truth will shock you because the version of you who survived everything is stronger than the version you admire. You survived nights you never talk about, you carried weight nobody saw, and you're still standing, still learning, still growing. That alone is proof. The truth will shock you because discipline feels boring until it sets you free from chaos and regret. You thought freedom meant doing anything, but real freedom means control over impulses, over reactions. The truth will shock you because emotional maturity is choosing peace even when ego wants war. Winning arguments doesn't build futures. Building self control does. Calm decisions last longer than loud victories. The truth will shock you because people mirror your boundaries. Weak boundaries invite disrespect. Strong boundaries invite clarity. You taught others how to treat you without realizing it. By what you tolerated, the truth will shock you because saying no isn't rejection, it's self respect. Not everyone deserves access to your energy, to your time, to your inner world. The truth will shock you because growth feels lonely. Not because you're abandoned, but because you're evolving. Some people can't follow where you're going because it threatens who they want you to remain. The truth will shock you because not everyone wants your success. Some want your dependence, some want your availability. Your growth disrupts comfort zones, including theirs, and resistance often looks like criticism or distance. The truth will shock you because consistency scares people who rely on chaos to feel relevant. When you become steady, you become unstoppable, and stability exposes who was only there for storms. The truth will shock you because self respect changes everything. The way you speak, the way you walk, you stop over explaining, you stop proving, you let actions speak, and silence protect you. The truth will shock you because your future depends on decisions you make. When nobody is watching, character is built privately. Before it's rewarded publicly, what you repeat in secret shapes your destiny. The truth will shock you because time doesn't heal automatically. Awareness does, intentional growth does, ignoring wounds delays healing, facing them accelerates freedom. Pain avoided returns louder, pain faced becomes wisdom. The truth will shock you because patience is not weakness, it's